How's it going, YouTube? Dabs ahoy, Cuban Chronic here as always. Got the mask on, obviously been dry sifting. You can see my screen, it's a little bright. Anyway, we're cleaning up some dry sift here on the 200 LPI. And I'm going to show you guys new tech today. Static tech, but with a paint roller. So paint roller tech. I learned this from people on Instagram, most notably the Jungle Boys. Most people know who they are. If not, check them out on Instagram. They've been cleaning up their dry sift over 200 LPI just like this with a paint roller with parchment taped over it. So that's what I got going on here. If you guys are interested, I thought I'd show you guys new tech here. So basically, I've got two piles of dry sift. I've got the bigger pile here, got the other pile there. Let me see if I can get a better picture. Anyway, it's pretty bright. You start with a small pile because you don't want to have too much. Anyway, we're going to see how this works. So we're going to go ahead and just swipe it over just a few times, the same direction. Now we're going to take a look. As you can see, got a line of contaminant and a line of heads. So what you want to do, you take one line and you sweep it over here in your contaminant pile. You sweep some over here in your heads pile. And you would go ahead and continue to do this the entire process here as you clean your dry sift. The only real thing is, if you've ever done any static tech, you know, with the DVD case, things like that, there's another look at that. Big ol' amount, way better than the DVD case. Then you have this small amount there. The sift that I'm cleaning is just so good that even the contaminant looks good. So I'm putting the bigger pile here because I'm assuming it's contaminant. I'm putting the smaller pile over here. I won't really know until I look at it with my lens, but it looks pretty good. So the static tech's working real well. The paint roller. Clean it up a little bit more here. Got this nice thin pile going. Yep, there's some more. How great is that? That's great. So I'm going to sit here and clean this entire pile. It would take quite a bit of time, but it used to take more time. Check it out again. Big old line. A little bit of headies up there. So we'll keep scraping the headies off. Scraping the bigger amount down here. And you just go ahead and do this for your whole pile of sift, no matter how much you have. Just don't go with the big pile first. I mean, I've got this pile over here that's just heaping full. Even though I think I'm going to try and see. We'll go ahead and do a big swipe on it. I'm guessing it's about, well, maybe at least 20-30 grams here. Make sure your paint roller stays within the paper. I'm not sure what type of paint roller you need. I just got a regular white non-shedding one just because I was just thinking, well, maybe some fibers might come off of it. But that was the only real thing I could think of to look for. So I'm going to look at this. It looks to me like the smaller pile is actually the contaminant in my case here. It looks more contaminated than the big pile. But you really don't know until you check out the melt on that. You'll need a paintbrush and you'll need your paint roller. So let's check it out again. Couple more swipes here on the thin part. Wow. Yep. The smaller amount definitely is the contaminant. Sweep your contaminant right off. She's got this huge pile of headies on this thing. I'm not sure if paint rollers are like the static electricity is just happening because of the fuzziness of the paint roller. I would assume that that might be what's happening. Wow, there's just a bunch of heads. Just heads right there. They just look crystal clear, clean. Check that out. Make sure not to miss any heads. Wow. So yeah, it's difficult to work with a big pile, so I'm going to go ahead and move most of my pile aside here. See any specks of contaminant, clean them out. Go ahead and stick some in there. I'm out here in the cold room. It's probably around below 30 degrees. Somewhere around there, 20s, maybe even the teens. I don't know. It's pretty cold out here. Hash doesn't stick to any of my things here. I'm trying to stay bundled up. If you see a hair, go ahead and just give your finger a lick and you can get that hair right off of there. Wow. How interesting. Just pure heads. Pure heads. A bunch on my fingers here. So be careful with that. It is round, so it is kind of difficult to hold on to compared to the DVD case. Let's see what we got. Go ahead and keep collecting the bigger line over here, smaller line there. We'll do a little bit, and then I'll show you guys the piles. Wow. So this is a good interpretation of what you're getting. You can see this big line, and then there's some contaminant. Very interesting. Paintroller tech is very interesting. This is my first go around at it. Go ahead and sweep the contaminants. Sweep this big happy line here. Like a big old smiley face. Seems to be working just great. That sift looks very clean that it's producing. As the paint roller likes to come out of the paper. I didn't have very good tape, so I got a piece of duct tape on there. Okay, we'll just push it the other way now. Wow. Every swipe, it's like you get a really good amount. I used to clean with the Static Tech. It would literally take hours sometimes to get stuff clean. Although this Flav from Subcool here that I grew this year, it is just teeming with sift. I just can't believe the amount of sift coming off of this stuff. Yep, a little more contaminant there. More heads here. Wow, it's very heady on that end. Oh, great. This looks like an awesome fucking way of cleaning sift. Keep it kind of thin on the screen. Let's go for another pass here. Contaminant on that run. It's all heads. Interesting. So yeah, as you do this, don't really put any pressure on it. Just kind of roll it right over the material. There we go. Some contaminant. And heads. Wow. It's working pretty well. Even just a little pass there. Wow. Headies. It's always good when you're getting more heads than you are contaminant on something. You know you've got some good product you're playing with here. Especially when your contaminant pile looks like the one I got going. Jesus. This could actually maybe be the heads. I'm really not 100% sure. It's too damn cold to tell. Yeah, it's definitely darker. Wow, that looks just absolutely clean. The bigger pile there is just, it's almost like snowflakes. So let's see. Let's go a couple more passes on this pile. Very interesting. We will see what we get here in the end. Playing with some fire material here, as the boys would say. Wow. The heads are crazy. Yeah, I absolutely approve of this tech. My first try, I thought I'd just film it, see what you guys thought. I didn't see many videos on the Paintroller tech on YouTube, so thought I'd make one so everybody can share in the knowledge. There's another look at the line we got. A little bit of contaminant up there. The contaminant is not to be discarded. It looks really good in this case. If you're cleaning some dirty sift, I really recommend trying this out. Your sift is almost a green color. Mine, I mean, most people wouldn't even clean it. They just say, wow, look at that sift. I mean, just this pile alone, the pile I'm cleaning from, it just looks amazing. See that? It looks great already, but you always got to clean your sift up. You want some of those bulbous heads, gotta keep them separated. Keep it separated. Yeah, wow. I don't know how long this will continue on just this little pile, but absolutely impressive. Wow. So let's see if we can take a look at what we've gotten so far. See what you guys think. Take a look at the color. Take a look at the difference here. And you could clean this and clean this to a 99.9% purity. It would absolutely take you quite a while, but it's often worth the treat at the end. So, wow, there's just heads all over this stuff still. That's all heads. This is an absolutely crazy strain to dry sift here, this Flav. Whatever Pheno Flav I got here out of the seed pack. Definitely going to give Subcool a shout out on this one. Check out for pictures on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as Chronic Cuban. You guys check me out on there if you want. Give me a follow. I don't have too many followers right now. I'm pretty new to that. Right on. Another big old pile. This is crazy. Yeah, this is getting crazy. So let's see if we can get a look at what I've done so far. I won't make this video too incredibly long. I've got a few things to do, but take a card. Always do this in a cold environment. I absolutely recommend it. This up so I can show you guys. So let's get these piles all consolidated here. Wow, got some on that jar lid. Whoa. That's probably going to trip out when I show you this. So get this pile a little bit closer to the others. Not too close though. Oh my gosh, that sift is just absolutely perfect. Wait till you guys see that. So I'll show you the 3 grades that you end up with here. Yeah. Just a little quick run through. So I'll show you guys. So if you see that, we got the 3 grades here. That's the one we've been cleaning, the contaminant. This is the pile we're cleaning from, the original. And then this, that's the pure heads. So, let's take a look at that. Pretty interesting, huh? That is just heady as ever. That's what you're cleaning from. And this is the secondary pile, which also looks really good in this case. Normally it would be a darker color. There's the other big pile, so... Check out the Paintroller tech if you guys ever have the need to or the time. And keep checking me out here on YouTube. Check me out on Instagram. And as always, guys, live free, praise Rastafari, and dabs ahoy as always. Peace out, everybody.